Yeah, we have a lot to do today. But I mean, hey, you might as well, am I right? I'm just gonna set up the stream tags and things, chat. Just so you know, we're gonna be playing around a food fight first. I mean, you guys have been asking for SCP updates for ages, right? So, like, I guess it's finally time I give you something SCP related. Just so you know, we're not working on SCP-SL Fortnite Edition today. We're working with the map, but we're not working on the original game mode. I just want to make that very clear before we actually, like, officially start, right? Because SCP Secret Lab, the original game mode, the problem with it is, so, if you saw my community post, we asked Epic directly what the rules are regarding third-party content. Let me turn down the background music a little bit. So we asked Epic directly what the rules are from the, you know, third-party content and stuff in Discovery. And according to Epic's developer relations, not mentioning what employees we've spoken to, you can put third-party stuff in Discovery, that is allowed. However, if the right holders see it, they have the right to give the creators a DMCA. And third-party content cannot be featured in the hub. So yes, our SCP map can have matchmaking, and it can be put in Discovery. Which means, yes, we can work on SCP Secret Lab again. The issue is Northwood. We don't know how Northwood is going to react to the game, and if they see it, are they going to want it taken down? So, Nebula and I decided to do the right thing and email Northwood themselves asking what we should do about the game. And we've yet to hear back from Northwood. And we're also lacking mechanics to do things like 173, and we don't have a good enough spectator mode, essentially, for regular Secret Lab gameplay. So, in the meantime, we cannot work on regular Secret Lab's game mode because we need permission from Northwood to do so. If not, we have to make our own twist on it. So we don't want to do anything stupid until we have that green light, essentially. So, to explain the party games, Sprites or Pixels, if you guys have played on any of those, you've probably seen some of these servers have mini-games. For example, Peanut Infection, Hot Potato, Blackout, Facility Runner, Grenade Basketball, Capture the Flag, those kind of things. Or Team Deathmatch. And that is kind of what the SCP Party Games map is going to be. It's going to be all of the zones from the original Secret Lab major update map that we've worked on. I'll show you guys the changes we made to that, by the way. We've made some important changes to the main map. And we're going to be using that map for mini-games, essentially, in the meantime, on a different duplicate island. I want to make that clear. If you see me flying around the map, destroying mechanics, that's not the original map. It is a duplicate island. I need to make that clear, so none of you start panicking. So it's basically SCP Secret Lab server minigames recreated in Fortnite, essentially. That's what this is. And we're calling it SCP Games from the Foundation for now. In short, SCP Squid Game. I'm kidding. I mean, I don't know. Do we want to make it work like Squid Game, or do we just want to have it be a tracking wins system? I don't know. We got to figure that one out. We got to figure that one out, chat. I know what games we want to do, though. So, stream settings are done. So I can finally unhide my screen. Jesus Christ. Alright. So. Hello, people. How are you doing? So, first of all, I'm just going to show you guys. Food Fight has got an update just before we actually start with Secret Lab. Food Fight did have an update the other day. We've updated it for 19.10. We've given a new mythic to the game. We've updated the patch notes with patch, if you saw our community post. Yeah, SCP stream? Ayo, yeah. And we have also added new icons to the map. And we've updated the XP accolades slightly. XP we just got re-enabled with Food Fight, so I want to show you guys what happens if you, like, open an Uber present now, for example. So this might take a minute, because lobbies are often slow. So, once we're done with the whole Food Fight showcase, we'll move on to SCP Secret Lab. This will only be quick. This will just be a quick little showcase. And, just so you guys know, the Hawkeye bundle is in the item shop right now. What region am I in? I am in EU right now. So the Hawkeye bundle is in the item shop right now. You can get Clint Barton, Kate Bishop, and the set. Their glider actually has a unique animation, so I'd recommend picking that one up at least. Yeah, I'm in EU, but I'm playing on NA East servers because it's later in the day. If you guys don't know how creative sessions work, you guys know that storm bug, right, that you find in creative servers? Where it's like, the storm will set to an hour. That's not actually a bug. Everyone just thinks it's a bug. So, if you guys want an explanation for that, quote-unquote, storm bug, I will explain it to you now. Let's just say the servers, to reduce processing power, at a specific time of day in EU, NA East, or anything of the sort, at night time. So specifically, like, I think it's from, like, I don't know, 10 PM to... It might be, like, 11 PM to 9 AM, possibly. From that time, creative servers are only running for an hour in that region, instead of the usual 4 hours to reduce the processing power on servers. It is not a bug. So, in short, if you want to have your regular 4 hours on a creative session, what you gotta do is switch to a region that is behind in time for you. So, for example, for me, that would be NA East. So if I want to work on maps around, like, I don't know, 9 PM, midnight, that kind of time, I need to be playing on NA East servers, as it will make my job significantly easier. So yeah, that's a little fun fact about creative for you there. Apparently the inflatable is fixed. It's not in Food Fight's main loot pool. You can get it from Ubers, so I don't know. So XP is back, finally. So it's been gone for a couple days, but you can re-earn XP from Food Fight again. So I'd recommend, if you haven't got any levels lately, or you need some leveling up to do, go play Food Fight. It's still great for XP. Hey yo, this Spider-Man guy won't be dead already. I just want to open the Uber present. That's kind of literally all I want to do. Damn, what I really want right now is a snowman. Because this guy is rushing me to hell and back. Alright, bud. No, mouse! That's the worst possible time you can do that. I hate it when my mouse does that. It just stops moving. For literally no reason. That is the worst possible timing. Okay, you see that with the elimination there? We've basically got a new, like, display. You can also speak to Patch about the patch notes, but they won't always work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's just glitchy. I can't really explain it. It's just glitchy. That's all the thing I can say. I don't know what the problem is. It's just happening. Suck it, Anonymous. There we go. Alright. Hey James, how you doing? I hope everyone's having a great day today. But that applies to anything that gives above 500 XP in this map. If the thing that gives you XP goes above 500 XP or so, it should... Actually, I believe it's anything that's around large XP. So anything that would give large or very large amounts of XP in Food Fight will give you this new heads-up display for the XP. For example, Uber Presents. As you can see, I just got 5k XP from an Uber Present. That will give you the new display for the XP, essentially. I believe the things that give you this are eliminations, beds, Uber presents, the prize box, and the mythic vending machines on the middle island, I think. Oh, and the gold generator. Actually, I don't know about damage amps. I'll have to investigate damage amplifiers. I don't know if they do or not. But core vending machines like these ones, presents, the whatchamacallit, weapon managers. I'm dead. Either way, that's all I wanted to show. I didn't want to show anything else, so I can go back to SCP now. But that is basically what's new in the Food Fight update. The only other thing I can think of is that, other than the patch notes, which are a little bit buggy sometimes, it's that, yeah, the bouncers on the Gold Island have been replaced with Kit's charge. The Mythic charge was meant to be in the game from the beginning, but because of the bugs with it in the previous updates, we weren't able to add it in until this update. Friendly reminder, by the way, Foundation comes out in 13 days. 2 weeks from now. But yeah, so just so I can actually show it off if you guys haven't seen it yet. So this is the Hawkeye bundle. This is Hawkeye. He doesn't look like Jeremy Renner, but, you know. I mean, you can't really blame him at this point. Like, I have the feeling that it's not that Epic doesn't want to pay the actors, it's that the actors just don't want to be in a game. I get the feeling. So, like, Clint doesn't look like Jeremy. He's inspired by Jeremy, but he doesn't look exactly like him. Whereas Kate looks a lot more like her actress, but she's still not, like, the exact same. Either way, this glider, you hang off the side of it. It's actually really nice. So I'd recommend picking up the glider if you're picking up the stuff, but get the bundle if you can, because then you get the loading screen as well. I'd probably pass on Hawkeye any other day. Like, if he was a standard skin and not a collab, I'd probably pass on him. I'd still pick up Kate, though. Either way, let's actually get into SCP. I've, like, held it off for too long at this point. Glitch King, I can't get views on XP glitches and food. Glitch King is, like, I don't want to ask Glitch King to make videos on Food Fights XP. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of Glitch King's methods in the first place. Like, the fact that you have to pay him to make a video on your map, and the fact that he calls things glitches that aren't really glitches for extra attention. Like, I'm not too big a fan of Glitch King's methods, so I wouldn't ever ask him to make a video on my map. I wouldn't dare. I'm dead against creative XP exploits, so I refuse to ask him to make videos on Food Fight. How am I doing? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Alright, so let us lift our lighting. I needed to reset the lighting so that we could make the thumbnail for this video, and the thumbnail for the map. So we did delete like all the classes and things. SCP-330. We're gonna be deleting a lot of these mechanics, by the way, because in party games we need to pretty much delete every single main mechanic, I believe, because we're not gonna be using them all. We'll keep the assets down of things, of course. Here's 909's asset, by the way. He is back in Entrance Zone as well, and here's our 173 model, because, you know, we can't use the copyrighted version. What is this meant to be? This is basically just SCP. The map at the minute. Here's our little asset storage area. So these are the light containment hallways. Like, this is just how we can quickly grab them for things. So this is the straight hallway for light containment zone. This is the corner hallway for light containment. Here is the T intersection for light containment. And here is the X intersection for light containment. I believe we're only using this intersection twice in the entire map. We also have the airlock right here. This is where the airlocks are stored. But fun fact about this, this is the old light containment design before we settled on the new one. This is what light containment was going to look like before we settled on Nebula's designs. So, shout out to Nebula for the designs for this map again. Nebula, I should probably send him an invite if he's online. He is. I'll send him an invite now. But yeah, this is the beta design for light containment for this map. And this is what the map thumbnail was going to be originally. But we need to change it because it's going in Discovery anyway, so we can make our own custom one. And these are the old heavy containment designs. Notice how I said old heavy. We've updated heavy containment completely. The hallway designs are completely different now. Like, before they just used to be these boxes, right? Like, they used to be squares for the most part. And, like, don't get me wrong, I still liked these, but they didn't give off that same heavy containment vibe, right? We also started to copy a couple of the entrance zone assets over, just when we were redoing entrance zone the other day. Or yesterday, rather. For example, the X intersection from entrance zone is over here now. And the collapsed halls as well. So we've redone a lot of rooms in the map. What is the SCP? There is no SCP, this is just the SCP facility. If you don't know what SCP is... Like, I guess the best way to say it is it's a collection of articles based on a fictional faction called the SCP Foundation. Which is like a secret government-run team or whatever. Where they, like, contain and investigate anomalies that can't be explained by human science, essentially. And, like, some of them are hostile, some of them are just objects, and some of them are super friendly. Do I like the new creative props and galleries? I haven't really messed around with them that much. So, light containment, as far as I know, hasn't changed in the slightest. We haven't really tampered with light containment zone very much. We do need to tamper with light, though. We need to remove this room. 012 is no longer in regular secret lab, and therefore we need to remove SCP-012's room from the game. So we'll be taking this room out in the future, when this map is officially live. Once we've finished it and things. Yeah, we're gonna be, we don't really need to, like, go over light containment. We've basically finished that. It's heavy containment we've changed, for the most part. So, welcome to the new heavy containment hallway design. We've updated the hallway design for heavy containment zone. So, these are the new heavy halls. They are much closer to the secret lab versions. They're actually hexagonal now. Good job, Nebula, on the new hallways designs. They're really nice. You've got all the different pipes and things inside them. And they are one tile tall now instead. This is the new heavy containment intersection, cross intersection. Again, much closer to the original design. So heavy got a full redesign for most of its rooms now. Which is much nicer. I love the new heavy design. It looks so much more like Secret Lab. We haven't changed 9-6's room at all. This is still the same. Mostly because we didn't think we needed to change it. Did we add Kids Charge to Inaba? No, it's Spire Assassin's one now. Micro hallway has changed as well. All we did is change this wall right here and the ceiling to make it the new Secret Lab design. Like the one that's much closer to Secret Lab. Other than that though, Micro has not changed in the slightest. We haven't changed Micro room apart from the hallway. We haven't changed Larry's room either. Larry's room is still the same. This has had no changes. We will be using Larry's room for one of the mini-games in this map as well. That will be Grenade Basketball. Always just walls. They used to be just walls. They were, but like, we want the map to be much more accurate to Secret Lab. So, here's 049's hallway. 049's actual room we can go down to in a minute. We have changed that ever so slightly. Not very much. And this is where a generator or medkit would spawn in heavy. So the wall here is a flat texture. This is the same in Secret Lab as well. So we went for the tiny little details like that as well. Hello, Frostbite. How are you doing? So 049's hallway. We have changed the area a little bit. So the flooring is now metal grate because before it was just those stupid little like Lego stud floors that nobody really likes. So we updated the flooring to metal grates, And we also added these vent pieces along the walls. Because 049's room does actually have these. So while it's not 100% accurate to 049's hallway, this is the closest we can get without completely redoing the room, which we don't really want to do. This is beautiful. I love the new SCP map design. There is one minute difference in 049's room, in our version. In Secret Lab, 049's room over here has 3 pillars. We only have 2 in our map, because this is the smallest size we can actually do for these pillars. We can't make these any smaller, and we want it to be good for player movement, and we don't want to, like, obstruct movement or anything. So we can only have 2 of these pillars here, as opposed to the regular 3, but it still looks really nice. I like these pillars still. 049 Armory is in here for the most part. We haven't really changed it. And we haven't changed 049's flooring. This is the Lego studs I was on about. This flooring used to be across the entire, like, part of 049's area. So we changed it, and yeah. 049's room is much nicer now. Let's go back to the 049 hallway. I believe it's right here. Also, yeah, Heavy looks like a porcupine outside. Trust me, it's not pretty from the outside. So here's the overhang. We haven't changed this room at all. Nothing's changed here. This is the new T intersection design. So it's the same, basically, as the X intersection. But it's, you know, a T intersection instead. Entrance we'll get to later. We've changed the entrance layout. We haven't really changed the wall designs much. Here's Warhead. I don't know where the black block that used to be there is. We'll have to fix that. So we've also updated the heavy containment corners. They look like this now, much closer to the original game. I love the new heavy. It's so nice. The only hallway in heavy that we haven't actually updated is Tesla Gate hallway, and that's because of the way Tesla Gates work. Tesla Gates in our map is a Zapper Trap, and I don't know if Zapper Traps are still broken, and we didn't want to risk it, so we did not change the Tesla Gate hallway. It's the only one we didn't change. Other than that, though, we did redo servers. We changed the wall, because the wall was too bright. So it's more of a this kind of metal now, instead. So servers is ever so slightly different. Nothing else has really changed with that. Dog and 079 haven't changed either. These rooms are still the same as before. Moving on to entrance zone now then. Entrance layout has changed. We tried not to change entrance zones designs too much, but in Parabellum, they finally enabled the new entrance zone layouts with the new T intersections. And we were using the outdated layouts, so we updated our entrance zone to the new layout, essentially. We're using the block layout from Parabellum. So there's only, like, one of these hallways left in entrance zone right now. So intercom is now over here. Map code doesn't have one yet. We can give it one at any time, but it doesn't even work yet. So this is the new corner hallway design. I don't believe we had any corner hallways in the previous one, so we had to make a new room for entrance, which is the new corner hallway design. Why is there a floating camera here? This should be on the wall. Thanks me for not fixing that. There we go. I feel like this should actually be in the corner right here. That's better. Alright. Where'd he go? Did I have drops on? Or is he just invisible? He might just be invisible. Yeah, he's just invisible. There he is. Alright, 7-9's back on the wall. So, yeah, we didn't actually have one of these before. So, this is a new room. So next up is all of the T intersections. There is a lot of these because we're using the new layouts. So this is the new bench hallways that they've added in Parabellum, basically. Entrance is much more of a maze now as well. You will get lost in entrance zone. So, wow, that is a problem. Wouldn't it be a shame if I just hee-hee-ha-ha'd? And just, like, Grisnap 2 moment. I am lagging! I love creative servers! There we go. I believe Grisnap 4 needs to be on for this. Never mind, it's Grisnap 8 that needs to be on for this. Never mind, I'm just gonna leave it because complicatedness. But yeah, here's one of the red rooms again. We haven't changed the design of these. They're still the same. We moved cubicle office. I need to have a wall on the other side of this. Let's move this around. There we go. Alright. Yeah, there's still a couple walls like that I need to fix around entrance. Like, bro, what the hell is this? There we go. So yeah, so we moved cubicle over here. So if we go to the other side of this, this is where gate A is now. If you go into gate A, still the same design. This is still my favorite room in the map. I really like how we did gate A in this map. But you know, entrance is a massive maze now. Like, it is way harder to navigate than it was previously. Before, it was just a straight line. Now it's a literal maze. Here's the collapsed hallway. We only have one because we're using the blocks layout. Gate B is over here. So, yeah, this is our gate B design. It's okay. Haha. Yeah, leave it to the professionals, people must say. And we didn't cut 999. If you guys remember, we added a custom room to our map for SCP 999. Based off that one, like, VR containment breach game, where they added 999 to Entrance Zone. We added him to our map. And because he was using the old entrance layout, we had to remove him. But we added him back in the new layout as well. So he's at the end of one of the intersection hallways. So Harp's office is still in the game. 999 is still vibing in here. He's still doing his thing. He still has his candy ball. He's still the same. We just had to move his room into a different hallway layout. Alright. Over here is where Evac is now. We need to redo the evacuation shelter. We have, like, this is directly from Secret Lab as well, by the way. The, why are you in here, go play the game, heart message. That's actually in Secret Lab. At least it was before Parabellum. But Parabellum reworked the design of the evac shelter, so I need to go and redo that at some point. We could probably do that now, actually. If I boot up Secret Lab and open a private server, I should be able to directly do that. Let's see. I can say my name from Fortnite. I don't get what that means. My name from Fortnite is my name right here. It's the same. It's still the same. I need to boot up Secret Lab on the side. Wait, who's playing Danganronpa? Matt's playing Danganronpa. When the hell was the last time I saw Matt playing Danganronpa? Jesus Christ. Alright. So, if you guys hear SCP in the background, that's because I'm booting up Secret Lab. I need to teleport to the evacuation shelter and, like, directly tap between Secret Lab and Fortnite to see what the design looks like in-game. So I need to mess with the evacuation shelter. We also need a weapon manager in here. Where's the weapon manager? I need one. Nearest weapon manager, I think, is the front over here. Yeah, it is. We need to delete all the mechanics in this map because this is the party game version. Where things like weapon managers, I don't even know if I'm gonna use them. I might do. It depends on how we're gonna use them. For the most part, when it comes to the weapon managers. Alright, so let's copy our weapon manager over. We need to bring this to evac. Yeah, this is the evac shelter. So, clip through the door. We need to have a weapon manager. Grid snap 32. Let's put it against the wall over here, just that so that we can put the like beam of light going through out of bounds. There we go. You know, ours is quite literally based off Secret Lab, like a 1-to-1 essentially. We tried to go for a 1-to-1 when we came to designing this. Just so you know, the evac shelter doesn't have the same ceiling as Gate A. That's just because you were never meant to get in the room, so you can't really look up. But yeah, so we're going to be basing this version of the map until we get Northwood's permission to create a Fortnite version of actual Secret Lab. We're just going to be remaking Secret Lab minigames on a duplicate island for the meantime. And this is that duplicate island right now. So everything we do in here will not impact the regular version. I need to make that completely clear to everyone. Because some people got concerned when we did that with Orpheus. Like, we were deleting Orpheus and everyone thought we were deleting the other mini-BR, right? And people were, like, yelling at me in chat. Like, furious yelling. And, like, I don't want to have that same mistake again. So I just want to reiterate, this is not the regular Secret Lab map. This is a duplicate version. Anything we do in here will not impact the original. Okay, Secret Lab is actually open now, so let's go back to the evac. Oh yeah, I should probably go inside Intercom, just so I can show you guys what Intercom looks like while we're here. So you can hear the Secret Lab music in the background now. This is our Intercom room. We're missing a couple props on the table right there, I'm noticing. But yeah, that's Intercom. Alright, so here is Evac. Hello Shadow Ninja, how are you doing? Alright, open command console, TCS, so I can toggle the create server visibility, create anyway. You know, this is literally Secret Lab, it really is. We did a direct, like, comparison to Secret Lab with this. Can I, set up another game capture? But this one's just gonna capture Secret Lab. And I can, like, have it in the corner, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Capture specific window, scpsl.exe. There we go, alright. So you can see Secret Lab now, so if I stretch to screen, and I shrink the Secret Lab down to the corner over here, just so you guys can see kind of what I'm working with. Alright. I need to just type admin me in the console, there we go. I'll type in noclip as well. I press Alt to noclip. There we go. Wow. I need to warp to... Oh, hey, it's Peanut Room. I need to warp to the, thing. Admin, select me. Let's go to... door management. Evac should be in here, right? Gate A, Gate B. I don't know if it is. Let's teleport. We're now in entrance. This is Gate A. We need to go find Evac. So let's, like, warp out of bounds so that we can, like, locate the Evac shelter. Destroyed hallway. Intercom. Destroyed hallway. Ah, Evac shelter's right here. Okay. So, the new evacuation shelter blast doors are like that. It's also really dark in here. Like, very dark. Will we play Eneba at some point? We could play Eneba again on the channel at some point. So the blast doors are, like, collapsed down. So if I toggle back to Fortnite... I need to shrink the blast door size to about half of its normal size. About that, yeah. We're still using barriers for blast doors here. So looking at Secret Lab, it's like... I need 2 of these. And set them up like that, so you can still see through the middle. This one is tilted, like, this way. Tilted towers. I might need to move off-grid for this, actually. Just so I can get more accurate rotations. There we go. Now it's like sticking out like that, kind of. The other blast door, if I go full screen. Okay, can I actually like warp to the other side of the blast door? Okay, so that one's sticking forward. Okay, yeah. So the more I look at the blast doors, it's like this one is rotated back this way a little more, like that. Only ever so slightly. That's fine. Tiny bit more to that direction. And the other blast door is facing this way in the pitch, ever so slightly. And it's like this. I need to grab the bottom of the barrier and, like, move it up. It's not exactly accurate. I need to tamper with the roll a bit better, I guess. Yeah, that's a little more accurate to evac now. That's a little more accurate to the evac door in a minute. Delete this text. Hey Merlin, how you doing? Fun fact, by the way. This hallway, on the other side of the enclosed hallway is the old entrance layout. I didn't actually destroy it. These are just here for extra assets. And over here is the old evac shelter. So we still technically, in a way, have the old evacuation shelter in the map. It's just out of bounds. You can't access it. It's just over here with the other intercom room. I should make the infinite staircase SCP. I can, if I wanted to. I could put him in heavy. It just depends. I don't think I have room. So let's fly to the, oh, I'm in the other side of the evac room. Can I get, like, is there any status effects for, like, brightness? I mean, I guess there's a flashlight, I suppose. Where's the flashlight? There's the flashlight. Alright, get myself a flashlight. Alright, now we can see in detail what's it like in the evac shelter. So, immediate detail, the ceiling of the evacuation shelter is the exact same as that of Gate A. So, Nebula will have to replace the ceiling here at some point, because I don't know how he does it. So the blast door, we were kind of right. So there's a couple broken chairs in here and a bunch of dead guards. We obviously can't put in the dead guards in MTF. We can't do that. Because that's bad for Fortnite. So we have like a fallen pole, a fallen metal plate, a couple collapsed servers, and a blast door over the thing. So for the blast door, it's simple. All we do is delete the SCP logo core in the middle. Problem solved. What are these two? Whoa, I didn't mean to... these are... They seem to be rails. So we have two collapsed servers, chairs, rebar, pillars, and all sorts. Okay. So, I'm thinking Rick might have the stuff we need for this. Rick might have the, like, pillar at least. It's got yellow ones. Doesn't have any grey pillars. No, but it does have the metal. So we do have one piece. Actually, don't we directly have a pillar gallery with like a better tile for that? I think we do. It's this, right? No, that's concrete. There's a particular tile. It's this one. There we go. It's this one. That is what we're looking for. Although that one looks better, so I'm gonna use that one. What killed the guards in the first place? 9-6, I'm pretty sure. Canonically in the secret lab lore, I think it's 9-6 that did it. Alright, you know what? Slurpee might have that pillar I'm looking for. Indeed it does. Thank you, Slurpee Swamp. You have the prop I'm looking for the collapsed pillar. Other props in here, we had servers. Black servers. I'm being summoned. Give me a minute. There we go. Apologies. Apologies about that. Alright. So, servers. Right, yes. I forgot we had Sanctuary now. Do we have any, like, black server props in Sanctuary? Probably not. We have blue servers now. That's interesting. That's a new prop we can use at some point in one of our maps. But no, Sanctuary doesn't have what we're looking for. I'm thinking Fortilla might, though. If not, we'll use military. Fortilla does have the server rack, but I don't know if they have the, like, black server rack. If they don't, military should. Military... Yeah, these are the servers we're looking for. These, like, black ones right here. These two. Alright. So it's 2 long servers. The small server we don't need. It's basically 2 of these, but what we do is we expand their width ever so slightly. So if I look at their kind of direct layout, it's basically against the wall. Yeah, it's like directly against the wall. So we need 2 of them. So we'll move this one out of the way for a minute. So, turn on grid snap, we rotate along the pitch, because this one is flat on its side. And then we rotate on the yaw like that. That's one of them. The other one has... let's first off fix its rotation. It's kind of like this. It just needs to be touching the ground and against the wall. Yeah, the servers are kind of like that. They're much bigger in Secret Lab, but... so we have a couple of these, like, comfy chairs. We can probably get those from Office Gallery, if I had to guess. Thanks, Mouse, for just, you know, not responding. We could, but I believe there's a better Office Gallery for that. Or, like, a better gallery. Is it indoor residential? No, there's another one. I forget what gallery it is. It's a more recent one. I don't think it's Art Deco, because the chairs in there are like luxury chairs. It's not military. Is it Shark? I don't think it's Shark. Shark is very close though. We can use this one. Like, that is very close. So how many chairs do we need exactly? 1, 2, 3. 3. Let's expand the height. There we go. Expand height again, make it longer. Shrink the height. There we go. Metal pole. Move the chair out of the way for a minute. I need to shrink this metal pole. And the metal, like, bar or whatever. It's like... It's hanging over the metal pole like this. And we also have a bunch of collapsed chairs around the room, so we have... I shouldn't be resizing the chair. Put it on the side like that. So we have one chair over here like that. I think it's like, it's more facing kind of like that direction, I believe. I can double check. I was wrong, it's facing the complete opposite direction to that. It's like that. What about the rotation of the other two chairs? Oh god, I'm no-clipping again. I'm now falling through the map. Ah. Alright. And these two chairs are both facing that direction, and they're both on their side, like this. These are basically the same chair, in all honesty. We've got a chair there, and we have another chair about here-ish. There we go. So we've got the collapsed chairs, we got that thing, we got that thing. What else is a important detail? The two metal poles that are like hanging off the wall. What can we do about those? I'm thinking rig again. Yeah, this pipe right here. It's literally perfect. We just rotate the roll with one of the pipes going like that, and the other one going like that. There we go. I think that's all of the main details inside of the evac room. The only other details are the corpses, the blood, and the ceiling that I need to change. And the red glowing light. So here's what we're going to do with evac. We're going to go to Sanctuary. Instead of doing corpses, we're going to use the Foundation. The Rock, Mr. It's About Drive and It's About Power. You, my friend, are going to be lying on the floor in here. It's the kid-friendly version of corpses, chat. Don't question it, okay? Don't question it, chat. There's just a bunch of Foundation on the floor, it's okay. They're unconscious. They're not dead. They're just unconscious. There's no problems here, I promise you. How is Squid Games going to work? A good question. I don't know how we're gonna do progression. I know it's gonna be, like, we know what games we want to do. But, like, what I'm thinking is instead of doing Squid Games, we just do regular minigames. And it's just a party games map. There we go. We've got a bunch of dead Foundation on the floor. I mean, unconscious Foundation on the floor. There is nothing wrong with these Foundation, I promise. Gregory, I promise you, there's nothing wrong with the Foundation. He's just sleeping. The 7 are just sleeping. I guarantee you there is nothing strange or wrong or incorrect going on in this room. And the more you understand that, the easier it will be for everyone, okay? There is nothing suspicious going on in the evacuation shelter, okay? Nothing bad is going on in this room. It is just a, it's just a place where people go to sleep. They're just sleeping. There's nothing wrong. They're sleeping. The NPC device takes up a lot of memory. We're not going to use that. I don't want to use character device because it takes up far too much memory. Yeah, guys, there's nothing going on in this room, I promise. Nobody's dead in this room. Everyone's just sleeping. Nothing wrong at all. Don't tell Epic, okay? Then over here we get area of fog. Colorize VFX. And we go this red-orange color. And we shrink the area of fog. I need to see what the boundary for this area of fog that's like generating is. Too close, too close. I want to move that back a bit. There we go. Spawn rate fastest. Shrink a bit more. And we need to darken the fog too. That color should be fine. Now if I just look through... Oh yeah, no, that is nice. Like, it doesn't affect out here, but like, when you go up to the Evac, you see that red fog. It dissipates though. I don't want the fog to just disappear like that. Can we fix that? Am I listening to metal or Mario Party music? I'm not listening to either, actually. That isn't looking as good. We can do embers. Yeah, I think area of fog is the best that we can do here. Yeah, I think the best we can do here is area of fog. The issue is that the fog just disappears like that sometimes, and it's really annoying. But again, we can get another particle in here, which would be embers. And now we need lighting, so let's get a point light. This needs to be a very dim light as well, remember. So it's gonna be a point light, tiny, like this, and it's like a deep red. Let's expand the point light to 100 real quick. Small. About 40. Oh, Nate's on their other account. That's why they're not a moderator right now. Darken the lighting. Can I darken the fog in here as well? Like, any more than that? Nah, I think that's the darkest the fog can go. Alright, and now, what we do is we take out the light of the weapon manager. And the evacuation shelter text, we change to be colored Alto Gray. Can I make that darker again? Dark silver? Yeah, dark silver's better. It adds to the dark ambience of this room. So now if I set my lighting to light brightness 30, fog thickness to around 70. Dim the light even more. There you go. Perfect evac shelter. There you go, chat. There is our evacuation shelter. The updated Parabellum design. The only thing we need to change is the ceiling. So if I take that ceiling out real quick... Ah, God, it's so hard to navigate sometimes. Is this the gate A ceiling? Yes, sir. Let's copy that one. Without the lights, and we grab the generator again. And literally all we do is just, like... go to the evac shelter. And we just plaster it over the top like that. I need to move it this way a little. There we go. Now the evac shelter has the correct ceiling as well. And that, chat, is our updated evacuation shelter. It is very atmospheric. I'm proud of that. I'm quite proud of that. Alright. So you're asking me to do a prop manipulator device tutorial. I've actually yet to use it myself. I haven't used the prop manipulator device yet. Like, when it comes to all the new devices, I don't think I've used a single one of them yet, actually. Oh, never mind, I've used pop-up dialogue. By the way, Nebula and I discussed that the pop-up dialogue can be used to tell the people who won the round, actually. So we might use that to display who won the round. The thing on gate A ceiling is a generator? No, it's this. It is the bottom of the 7's rocket, actually. I don't know what it is. It just looks like a generator to me. That's why I use it. But there you go. Evac. I mean, Epic can't feature this map anyway, but like, you know, I think this is good. Worst comes to worst, I can just remove the blood. That's all I can do. Oh wait, no, this isn't blood, I'm sorry, it's just sprays. But like, worst case scenario, if Epic tell me to remove the sprays, I can. I don't want to take out the foundations, but I can take out the sprays if need be. But you know, 9-6 got in here and killed everyone in evac. But yeah, that's the new evacuation shelter, chat. That's our evac shelter design. Once again, I'll show you guys gate A, just for a comparison between gate A and evac shelter. This is gate A. The lights are on. It's much clearer, and you can actually access it. And the evacuation shelter, locked down, destroyed, and everyone in it is dead. Hey Toronto, how you doing? Sleepy people who like red spray paint, nothing wrong with that. Exactly. You finally you guys understand. Hello 999, I remember you. Yeah, 999 is still in his containment room. We haven't moved him really. We just gave him a new room. Not killed, put to bed. Yeah, that put to bed. Alright, so if you guys want to escape, I will show you the quickest way to escape from entrance. It's to go straight forward. Run straight up from here. So you go through overhang or level office. Then you take a left. You take a right. You take a left, and you're at gate B. That is the quickest way to escape through entrance now. Instead of just immediately running to gate B, which is like over... Like, gate B before was quite literally right here. Like, gate B was right there. So we had to move gate B. Yeah, I guess if you guys want to get through gate A, though, what you're going to want to do is once you get to this intersection, you're going to want to head this way. Take a right, take a left, take another right, take another left to go through the cubicle office, take a right, and then you're at gate A. Fun fact. Secret Lab is now very sniper friendly, if you guys didn't know. Because Gate B is directly opposite Gate A in the hallway. And since you can shoot through the doors, because we don't have, like, glass doors like an entrance zone, what you can do is if I grab a red dot epsilon, aka a MK7, I can just, hello, goodbye. So yeah, entrance is it's much more of a maze now, so it's harder to navigate, and it is very sniper friendly from gate A to gate B. Like, the two gates can shoot each other very easily. So just be mindful of that. So if I quickly take off my lighting, like this is the lighting we'd be using in game. There we go. Remove the atmospheric lighting. You got gate A, you got the red room, you've got intercom over there, evac, gate B, and then collapsed hall. I think this is only here for the, yeah, that's there for those. Also, all of the locker locations in entrance. First room in entrance zone is, level office, which is this one. This is level office. Or staircase office, or whatever you want to call it. There is lockers in here. Your next locker location, I suppose, would be cubicle, and cubicle office is next to gate A over here. I think that's it for lockers in this zone for the most part. But the looping office, or this one, this is directly in the middle of entrance zone. Like, quite literally, the exact middle of entrance. So, yeah. That one's easy to find. Unless you take a right. At that point, this is probably the hardest room in entrance zone to find. Yep, everyone a round of applause for being part of the stream. Not for Nebula and I's map design. You guys can give a round of applause for that if you like, but I'm not going to tell you to. Because otherwise, that's me taking full credit, and I shouldn't be taking full credit because Nebula isn't here. And I didn't do all of this. All of the hallway designs. So, Nebula basically did all of the hallway designs for light and heavy. And I did most of the hallway designs for entrance zone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did entrance zones designs besides intercom. Nebula did intercom. And he did the ceiling for gate A. But I did the room designs for entrance zone for the most part. Heavy was Nebula for the most part. So, like, if you guys are really proud of heavy containment, a round of applause for Nebula. He did a great design with heavy and light. Especially heavy containment. Like, the new heavy containment zone. Like, if I just do a direct comparison, right? This is our version of a heavy containment intersection. If I warp to heavy, which shouldn't be hard. Heavy should not be difficult to find using no clip. That's gate A. Red room. Heavy containment's over here. Alright. So if I just go through the heavy containment zone real quick. Here is Northwood's heavy, and here is our heavy. There is one minor difference that I'm noticing here. And that's the ceiling. Like, the ceiling at the heavy intersections is curved upwards like that. That's the one difference I'm noticing between our heavy and Northwood's heavy. In our heavy, we just have a flat thing right here. That's the only difference. But, like, at the same time, who is going to notice that? I mean, we can fix it if Nebula comes through. I don't really want to tamper with his heavy containment designs. This is our micro hall, so if I just, like, stand here in our micro hallway. Let me see if I can find Heavy's micro hall real quick in Secret Lab. That's one of the elevator segments. Heavy was always the darkest zone in Secret Lab, so it's kind of hard to navigate. Micro, that's 106. Oh yeah, we're not adding this to 96, by the way. We are never adding this to 096's room. A headless facility guard is a little bit too much for our game. Like, if you thought corpses were bad, this is more than corpses. That's too bad. But, like, direct comparison. This is their micro called compared to ours. So if I stand in our hallway, and you look at the Secret Lab hallway in the bottom camera real quick. This is a side-by-side of our micro and their micro. Very similar. Like, we got very accurate when it came to micro hall. I am very impressed with the way our micro hall looks now, with the new, like, side wall right here. Like, we're pretty accurate with micro, I think. Let's check out 049, actually. I want to see how accurate we were with our 049 room. 049 is down here for us. Let's get our lighting correct. So we use light brightness 30%, fog thickness 70%. That is our lighting. Now let's go into 049's hallway. Let's stand right about here. In that one, and for our 049 we'll stand right about here. It's not 100% accurate, but it is similar. It's very similar. What I'm noticing, though, is that the lights in 049's room are only on one side. They're on the inner wall. They're not on the outer wall. So if I take all of these lights out, it is so much darker in this hallway now. Oh my god. It is so dark in this hallway now. Oh my god. Overall 9 is so much darker now. This is a comparison between our overall 9 and Secret Lab's overall 9. That is so dark. That is very, very dark. Wow, okay. We need to brighten up the lighting in this room. Luckily, I know just how to do that. It's a little thing I like to call the point light. Maybe you've heard of it. Right, let's get a point light. There we go. Too bright. So we set it to tiny with 30%. Maybe up to about 60? Yeah, that's better. Or we set it to small with 10%. 5%? Too bright. Yeah, it needs to be tiny with like 100% or something. And every time there's one of these lights, I'm gonna put the brighter point light at its location. That way all these, like, side lights are a little bit brighter. Which is what they should be. These lights are meant to be pretty bright. There we go. That's a little more accurate now. Maybe lower the lighting a bit, I think. 80 is better. Like, we move it closer to the actual light and we set it to 80% instead. That's better. I just want the lighting to feel correct in Overall 9's room. That bug is really frustrating. Alright. Anyway, I'm sure you guys are curious to hear our ideas for party games for this map. Like, I'm sure you guys are very curious to hear our party games. So, what are the many ideas we have? Use Skydome. We're using the Skydome for the Alpha Warhead and for SCP-939. Because, yeah, party games, we are going to be using few SCPs. We're not going to be using all of them, but we'll be using a few of them. So, I'll have to tab out for a second. So, what are the party game ideas that we've got, that we have? So, let me close regular secret lab. I believe we're done with entrance now. Alright, so let's begin to read off our party games. Should we change the background music? It's been Infernal Catharsis for a while now. Just checking real quick what we could replace it with. Let's replace it with Outcast of the Sulphurous Seas. Alright, so when is E-Number Season 4? When we make it, Ramacle. We haven't even started work on Season 4 yet. Alright, so here is a list of the game modes that we have planned so far for SCP party games, or SCP games from the Foundation as it's called. Our first party game is Grenade Basketball. So, the description that I've wrote for this is, by the way, I just want to do a quick disclaimer. Most of these games have been taken or inspired by mini-games on other SCP plugin servers on Secret Lab. So, Grenade Basketball, players are locked in 106's containment chamber. 4 MTF are on the catwalk, and the rest of the players are D-class who are trapped at the bottom of the containment chamber. MTF need to throw grenades into the containment chamber in an attempt to kill the D-class. The last D-class standing wins, and after 1 minute a storm will close in. The MTF will be immune to the storm, and the last D-class standing wins. The second minigame is 939 Outbreak. So, 2 939 are running around heavy containment. Just so you know, for 939 Outbreak, we're probably going to build a different heavy layout. It'll probably be heavy ring, because I don't like middle circle for a hide-and-seek game. Because 939 Outbreak is basically hide-and-seek, and I don't like the idea of middle circle for hide-and-seek. That doesn't seem like a good layout to me. I feel like for hide-and-seek, heavy ring will be a good layout. So 939 are loose in heavy containment, and scientists are stranded in heavy containment. 939s must run around heavy containment zone with recon scanners, searching for the scientists and eliminating them. The scientists have 5 minutes to survive, and if any scientists are left standing, they win. However, if all of them are found, they lose. I did see what Epic did to the map indicator. We had to fix Food Fight because of it. Yeah, they kind of destroyed mini BRs with that thing. Facility Runner is our third game mode, and the Omega Warhead, not the Alpha Warhead, the Omega Warhead is going off, and all of the doors in the facility are open. The D-Class need to race to the escape hall on the surface, and the first D-Class to escape wins. If the nuke blows up, it's game over, and you have 120 seconds to escape. So Facility Runner is going to be heavily dependent on map knowledge and D-Class room placement. If you know the layout of the facility, you will have an advantage in Facility Runner. I'm probably going to give people harpoon guns in Facility Runner, because I think it will make things more interesting. Capture the flag. So a flag is spawned in 173's containment chamber. Class D will spawn at Gate A, and scientists will spawn at Gate B. Whichever team captures the flag and brings it back to their spawn location first wins. And they have a time limit of 10 minutes. If neither team succeeds, it will result in a stalemate. Capture the flag will be interesting, I think. Peanut infection. D-Class personnel are trapped in light containment with a loose 173. If you're killed by 173, you become 173 as well. The last D-Class standing wins. There's a 5-minute timer, and if there's any D-Class remaining by that 5-minute timer, all of the remaining D-Class win the round. Our next game mode idea is the Plague. 049 spawns in his containment chamber in Heavy. If he kills a player, they turn into 049-2 after 10 seconds. The MTF win if 049 dies. 049 wins, though, if all of the MTF turn to zombies. If the MTF can't kill 049 in 5 minutes, they lose. We can change the color of the flag, yes. The next game mode idea is the Juggernaut, and that is a Chaos Insurgent will spawn in Gate A in Entrance Zone, and the MTF will spawn in Gate B in Entrance Zone. The Chaos Insurgent is very buff, like super buff, and he needs to kill all of the MTF to win. If he dies, he loses, and the MTF have 5 minutes to kill the Juggernaut, or they lose. This is, the timer is to prevent round stalling, by the way. Just so you know. VIP is a horde of Chaos Insurgency spawn in light containment, and the MTF spawn in entrance zone. A D-Class has to be escorted to the escape hallway by the Chaos Insurgency. If the D-Class die, the MTF win. If the D-Class escapes, the Chaos win. But if the D-Class doesn't escape within 8 minutes, the round ends in an MTF victory. We have 2 game modes left. One of them is Team Deathmatch. This is probably the most simple game mode. Chaos Insurgency at Gate A on the surface, MTF at Gate B, and last team standing wins. That's a pretty easy, simple game mode. It's an easy one to win. And finally, Ball Pit. Ball Pit is our final game mode. Everyone is locked in 173's containment chamber with infinite ammo lumps of coal. The last player standing wins, and they have 2 minutes to kill everyone. It's basically a lump of coal free-for-all. So everyone's going to be running around screaming no, and it's going to be funny. Alright. Those are all of the game modes that I have come up with for SCP party games. So anyway, now I'm going to do the funny and delete every mechanic on the map. Because in order for SCP party games to work correctly, we need to take off the mechanics. Once again, reiterating, this is a duplicate island. This is a normal, this is a duplicated island. There is no problems. If I delete the mechanics, nothing will happen. It is completely fine. You are getting a haircut? Ayo. Nice. I need to destroy... apart from the teleporters, actually. I mean, I hate these teleporters, dude. Teleporters are the only mechanics I'm not going to be deleting because, like, you know, kind of need them for the map to function. I don't know what happened to the black box that we had over the warhead silo. I can just re-put that prop on at some point. We also don't need to destroy the mechanic for Tesla gates, because, you know, it's a Tesla gate. The nuke has sounds. We set up sounds for it, yeah. They might be a bit bugged though, so you know, reasons. We set up speaker sounds for the nuke. We just set up explosions. Tesla gates, we can't mess with mechanic-wise. We'll go back to the elevators. Dog room. .079's containment chamber we can permanently open up. This will be a good hiding spot for the scientists in 939. Hello, PC. Hi. Oh, we need to make a pre-game lobby as well for this map. Because we need players to, like, parkour while a game mode is selected. Let's go delete the mechanics from elevator B. Button-wise, at least. I'm like 80% sure these buttons don't work in the first place. I'm not very good at elevator mechanics. Alright, going this way. I'm a part of the SCP Foundation. Sus. Imagine. Whack. I mean, you can set these off, but they don't do anything, so there's no point. They can just be there as a cool little interaction. Let's go destroy the elevator button. Inside 049's elevator. I really hate elevators, dude. For the elevator, you could we could do a prop manipulation. We could. Elevators are dumb and they're annoying and difficult to do. 9-6, we can unlock the door now. Micro, we can unlock the door because we're not doing normal secret lab mechanics in this map. We are going to be using lock devices to lock off the elevator doors and stuff between game modes. For example, in heavy containment game modes and light containment game modes, we will be locking the doors to the elevators. Because we don't want players being able to, you know, enter those zones. Let's destroy this. We'll destroy the lock. Break the interaction for the FEMA breaker, which is still right here. FEMA breaker is the FEMA breaker still. Nothing really happens out of it. Delete that. Delete the damage volume because 106, as far as I know, isn't going to be used until we do an upcoming game mode. If we do another game mode, we're not going to be using 106 for now. Because there's no real game modes where Larry plays a significant role currently. Like, out of the game modes we've selected. To be frank, I don't think there is a single game mode where Larry plays a significant role. I mean, there might be one or two, but I don't know what they are, if there are any. Fun fact. Did Nebula destroy the text? Man, Nebula, why'd you have to destroy the text? That sucks. Over here, we need to go and break the buttons to these elevators. What's better, that or that? The shorter version, honestly. Otherwise, it sounds like you're whinging. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to make another heavy layout for the most part. Because I don't think middle circle is going to be good for the 939 mode. Middle circle's fine for the 049 game mode. For the zombie infection, middle circle's a fine layout. But for hide and seek, like if I show you guys middle circle real quick as a layout for hide and seek, it's very, very linear. Like, this is a straight hallway. That is an intersection to an end, to another straight hallway, to another end, to another straight hallway, to an intersection that goes into a circle. And where do you go from here? Either down to an end, or to go up another straight hallway, another intersection to an end, to another straight hall, to an end. There's not enough places to run, if you get what I mean. Like, this doesn't have enough hiding spots, essentially. Middle circle is so linear that it's really difficult to hide. So I'm thinking what Nebula and I must do for the 939 minigame is we need to make a heavy ring as another layout. Because it's going to be much better for hiding. And harder to navigate too, for both 939 and scientists. And if the zone is harder to navigate, it's going to be, it needs to be hard to navigate, but not impossible to navigate. Which is why we can't do Tetris. Because if we were going to do Tetris for a minigame, it's too hard for the dog and too easy for the scientist. If we do middle circle, it's too easy for the dog and too hard for the scientist. And line is even worse. So to be frank, if we're gonna be making a layout for the 939 Outbreak game mode, it needs to be ring or squares. And once again, I'm thinking squares will be better for 049, but I don't want to run out of memory, so I think middle circle's fine for that. We just need to make ring at one point. Other than that, though, I don't think there's any other mechanics in heavy. Have I deleted all the mechanics in entrance, other than spawn pads? Did I delete all the spawn pads? Wait, I don't know if I did. I don't think I deleted them from dog room. Where's dog's chamber? This is dog's chamber. Yep. Take out the spawn pads from dog's chamber, because we're going to be handling spawns differently. Larry we've dealt with just now. 9-6, have we dealt with your spawn pad? Yes, we have. No, we have not. I lied. Doctor's spawn is over here. How about a pentagon shape? We're using the hallway designs directly from Secret Lab. Because that way players who are familiar with Secret Lab will be more familiar with the gameplay layout, and it'll be quicker for them to learn, pick up, and understand. And we want to go for accuracy to the Secret Lab map design. Which is why our map design for all of the locations are directly from Secret Lab. We got light ring, heavy middle circle, and entrance blocks as our map designs currently. Honestly, I'm thinking we do 2 map designs per minigame. Because that way, not only is it harder for Facility Runner, like players to be better at Facility Runner, because what I'm thinking is Facility Runner could be light ring, then peanut infection could be PSI or something. What is this supposed to be? This is light containment ring at the minute. This is our light containment zone design. So when it comes to light containment, that's fine because that button doesn't do anything anyway. It's mostly just a matter of destroying mechanics at the minute. Scientist spawn, get rid of it. I didn't delete all the D-class spawners, what am I doing? Delete the locks on the checkpoint doors. I didn't do that entrance, I realize now as well. I need to destroy the locks on the entrance doors as well. Where's entrance zone? I need to go back and do that before I forget. Oh yeah, I need to destroy the mechanics above the doors as well. I keep forgetting about that part. Because we're not using keycards in this version of Secret Lab. In this version of SCP-SL, keycards are not being used because they're minigames. And there's not really a minigame where we need keycards. Is there any mechanics in this room? I forgot. No, there's not. Good. I think that's mostly it. Besides 079, I need to destroy all of his valid keycards. There we go. I'll come back to the rest of the keycard mechanics. We have keycards locking this door. So take those out. These are nuke mechanics. I don't want to touch those. Nebula knows what nuke mechanics do, so I'll let him deal with those. Because Nebula was the one who programmed nuke. Doctor's area should be free of mechanics now, besides this door. Which I can easily unlock just like that. What is this supposed to be? SCP minigames. Like minigames themed around the SCP Foundation in the SCP Foundation. Let's destroy the D-class spawners next. Those teleporters you see around the place, those I believe are for 106. But we can probably repurpose them if needed. D-boy moment. D-boy, D-boy, D-boy. Alright, here we go. Oh, you know, everyone's overhyping 2.0. It's not going to be as amazing as you guys think. I think people put the word modded in their head too much. It's not as you're expecting. Everyone just has the word modded locked in their head. But, like, it's not really modding, to be honest with you. Not fully, at least. I'll redo the map mechanics when it actually comes to the game modes. I'll show Nebula Evac as well once he gets on. That is a scientist spawn. Destroy that. There's no gun or keycards left in GR18, so that's good. I don't believe there's anything in Weed Room. Nope. Let's go Peanut and see if there's any mechanics up here. Besides the lights. Not there. There we go. There's no peanut spawner. This door needs to be open because of peanut infection. We just need to lock this door when we're doing, ball pit as our game mode. Because, like, when it comes to ball pit, I can't break things, so... The way ball pit works, is basically we're gonna have players, trapped in this room, 173's room, with, like, infinite lumps of coal going at one another until everybody dies with one person. That's basically how it is. This is our version of 018 because we don't have a bouncy ball. What's my favorite game of all time? Terraria. That's an easy question. It's definitely Terraria. It's the game I've probably played for the longest time of my whole life, so... The Larry Pit's fine. We can keep it the Larry Pit. Are there any mechanics in 914 that I need to take care of? Yes, 914 is not to be locked, because we can't lock 914. 914, I don't think at any point needs to work, but at the same time, what the hell did I just do? I forgot what channel that transmits on. Actually, that didn't transmit on a button, did it? No, that was just the dialogue option. What am I doing? That's a dialogue button. No, 914 is gonna work. I do want 914 to work, because I want it to be used in VIP. 914 is gonna work in the VIP mode. Like, we'll lock 914 in every game mode except for VIP, where it's open. I mean, we could technically open it in the D-class mode, but I don't know. Like, you know, facility runner, but I don't know. And either way, this is just meant to be a, There we go. We just have an invisible button with 914. And these buttons, what we do is we increase their interaction radius to 1 full meter, because it's kind of hard to figure out how to use 914 sometimes. There we go. I do want 914 to work, so we'll keep the mechanics for that one. Do I ever use that channel browser? Yes, I use it all the time. It's important for SCP. Very important. Another scientists want to delete, because we're doing scientists differently, of course. Delete the checkpoint locks. The only reason we're using 914 in VIP is if the Chaos and D-Class want to upgrade their guns. But that obviously loses them precious time with the MTF approaching and all. And the MTF are going to want to come down elevator A. I think this is elevator A. No, MTF are going to want to come down elevator B. Because it's the one that's closer to 914. No, guys, if you're not using Channel Browser, you need to make use of it. Channel Browser is a very useful tool. O12. We need to delete O12 in general. This room just simply doesn't exist in Secret Lab anyway. You know, I mean, Nebula and I we'll just destroy this room after the stream. Because if you guys remember, this room is now the, this whole room, O12's room now, is for SCP-330, which we just have over here. Like, for us, SCP-330 is right here. But, like, you know, 330 has his own, he has his own room in the map now. Oh, I need to stretch. We'll keep the mechanics for 330 as well. Let's go take care of surface. Again, I'll leave the nuke mechanics for Nebula to deal with. 106 is 2 areas we can keep. If we ever incorporate him, they're going to be important. So in this area of the map, did I ever destroy the elevators and light? I can't actually remember. Where's the light containment elevator? Light containment's over here. I did not destroy the buttons. Haha! It's a good thing I checked. Destroy that. There we go. This guy is saying, oi. Hello, sir. How can I help you today? Alright. Back to surface zone. Picture-in-picture is available. Oh, the live event is live now? Like that musical thing that Alliance worked on? There we go. This is Larry's teleporter, right? I think it is. In that case, we'll leave it there because 106 needs it. If we ever add him back to the party game version of the map. Chaos Insurgency, I think it's only the spawn pads we need to destroy for Chaos. Because Chaos has a lot of spawn pads, and so did the MTF. But I mean, we're just going to be using teleporters for that. Alright. Well, we need to unlock Nuke Room. Destroy the weapon manager button. Where's the nuke barrier? There it is. Nuke room is handled differently anyway. The sky domes can stay because those are used for the nuke effect. So we'll be using those in Facility Runner. Gate B's elevator. Lock device destroy. This button needs to be destroyed. There we go. We're going to be ending stream in a minute, by the way, chat, because it's like 11 now, and like, I often end stream around 11, because that's the time when like, people need to quiet down around here, so I'm like, alright. I can't be up, like, talking at my max volume for like, much longer after this. So, like, I'll end stream soon, once I've finished destroying mechanics, probably, for the old game, because we need to completely redo mechanics for this map, for party game. Because it's going to be handled much, much differently. We also need to make a pre-game area. If you guys have played Tumble Lads, think of the pre-game area like that, but we have a giant parkour system. That lock device can stay, because that door's always locked. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen Surface yet. I haven't really been up here enough. For those of you that are still on the stream, who have been, like, liking the map design so far, welcome to Surface. You guys haven't really seen this place yet. I haven't really been here much on stream, because Surface is the least mechanics out of every location on the map. There's still some mechanics and entrance I need to destroy, I think, actually. Yeah, this is the Surface zone. I'm already yawning, goddammit. But you see, this is where the funny happens. This is where we delete all the HUD messages. Yeah, welcome to Alpha Wed. Warhead moment. Yeah, this is Surface in all its glory. This was our old pregame. I don't know if we're still using this. Ow. Like, this was our spectate room. I don't know if we're gonna still use it. But the tower is still there. This is where admin was originally as well. Admin was in this tower. But we took out the admin commands first before we did anything else. Yeah. Surface moment. I still think we did an impeccable job on the surface design. Like, if this was dark, this would look exactly like Secret Lab. We've done phenomenal on the surface, I think, for the most part. The escape hall, too, looks really, really good. Like, Nebula and I are super proud of the surface design for this map. I don't think we can make it any better than it already is now. And, you know, you got the SCP logo right there as well. I love the surface. 10 out of 10. Alright, so flying back down the entrance zone, we need to clean up our remaining mechanics. First off, we didn't tamper with Gate A. There is a ton of mechanics left in entrance zone that we need to clean up. Same with the entrance checkpoint. We didn't tamper with the interior mechanics for this room. I believe entrance is the last of the mechanics we need to destroy to prepare for the party game stuff. Weapon manager doesn't have a button attached to it, so it works fine. Or doesn't work, which is good. We don't want it to work. Intercom is fun. We want intercom to always be open. People like intercom. Ow. We never set up intercom in the first place. I don't know why I'm investigating it. Evac has no mechanics. I still love our look of the Evac shelter. I'm really proud of that today. How, like, our updated Evac shelter design. There are no mechanics for 999. Alright, gate B. We need to open the gate. And the way we do this is by shrinking the width of the door. Thanks, dog. Dog being noisy moment. The rear gate B is open. That is what we'd like to see. We're almost done with the stream today, chat. Because my voice is also getting tired. I can't talk for extended periods of time. It's not something I'm prone to doing. The gate A blast door is up next. Resize. Gate A's blast door is now open. Hooray. Destroy that button. Destroy the button of the weapon manager. I can redo weapon manager mechanics later if I want to re-include them. Because I could include them for the PvP based modes. And that's it. I don't include them for anything else other than that. The PvP based modes is kind of where weapon managers would be used. Naturally for the most part. These conditional buttons can go. So can these ones. What's Gate B's conditionals? Does it? I don't know if it actually has any. Well, there's certainly a bunch of oh, this is the old Gate B conditionals. Get out of here. Alright, there we go. That's the old intercom conditionals. Are we done mechanics-wise? I think we might be, when it comes to cleaning up old mechanics. At least for the ones that I've done. I don't know what those mutators do. Yeah, I'm officially tired. There's one thing left that I want to do. And that is grab the warhead silo text and bring it back to heavy. This is the final thing we'll do on the stream. Warhead is right here. Hey, this is the warhead door. In short, we need the warhead button there. There we go. Chat, I think that's going to end stream for today. I'm worn out. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next stream. Peace.